I have a characteristic which I don't fully understand, but which I'll share with you now. And that is that people tend to confide in me. Not sure why. Women especially, I find, confide in me. And this next song is the account, really, that a lady told me of her, it's rather tragic, actually, of her marriage. When we were engaged, we exchanged the usual rings. He said, I will be good for you, I can fix all kinds of things. I said my heart was broken once, but I am a survivor. He undid the zip of his anorak, revealed a small screwdriver. Oh, and that was just the start of it, and that's the reason why I spent half my life in turmoil, 'cause he's doing DIY. DIY, DIY, do I do or die? He spent half my life in turmoil, 'cause he's doing DIY. That was the chorus, it's a nice and easy one. Okay, it's DIY, DIY, do I do or die? And then you pick up the last line of the verse, and then it finishes doing DIY. If you can't get the whole lot, just get that DIY bit. And I expect to hear the ladies singing with particular aggression in this. I don't know if any of you suffer from DIY enthusiasts. I don't do any DIY at home. Although I have a bloke who's got curly hair and glasses who comes in and does it. One day I said the kitchen tap seems a little stiff. He said, I'll fetch me spanner and fix it in a jiff. Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. In fact, the only place that was dry was the kitchen sink. I said, I think you've hit a snag, and I began to cry. He said, there's always challenges when you're doing DIY. Here we go. DIY, DIY, do I do or die? He said, there's always challenges when you're doing DIY. Lovely, that's brilliant. You must have heard this song before. Ready for me later? He's got sash lamp, scroll lamp, sprout, Chevrolet, then he keeps them in his shed. I know if he had half the chance, he'd sleep with them instead. DIY, DIY, do I do or die? I know if he had half the chance, he'd be doing DIY. Now romance cools when a bag of tools is your husband's passion. He's drilling bits and screwing things like they're going out of fashion. A month ago, I'll have you know, it was the final straw. I heard him pant and grunt behind the bathroom door. Now I'm not the sort to spoil his sport, I'm not the kind to pry. When I peeked in through the keyhole, he was doing DIY. DIY, DIY, do I do or die? When I peeked in through the keyhole, he was doing DIY. Now when a heavy object meets an unrelenting force, there's only one conclusion, it ended in divorce. It's unusual, my lawyer said, but it is my client's will to cite the correspondent as a Black and Decker drill. While the judge banged down his gavel and off the head did fly. My husband said, I'll fix that, I like doing DIY. DIY, DIY, do I do or die? My husband said, I'll fix that, I like doing DIY. Oh, my husband said, I'll fix that, I like doing DIY. We won't put that on the